let's have a discussion on waiting.
I want some rest. Are we having fun yet?
Guys, sometimes I just sit back and I just think about so many random things, and I just have so many random takes that I just want to make a video on sometimes, and this is one of those times. So we're going to talk about the San Antonio Spurs and when it comes to waiting, because I've been seeing so many people talk about how we need to just wait it out. Like, we have DeJounte, we have Keldon Johnson, we have potentially Lonnie Walker coming back. Maybe, I don't think so, but we have so many players that have so much potential, and we need to just wait, and everything's going to be okay if we just wait. But I just sit back and I say, it's really easy for us to say that as a fan base when we've been winning for so long. The fact of the matter is, we've never had to wait. I think that we're kind of conditioned to think that we've had to wait because obviously Kawhi Leonard, he had to develop, and a plethora of other players had to develop under the San Antonio Spurs to be the players that they are basically today, whether it be Danny Green, even Bryn Forbes. But the fact of the matter is, it's really easy to sit back and watch the development happen when you're winning 50 plus games a season. And this is just one of those situations. So I know a lot of people talk about how after the Duncan era, the San Antonio Spurs became a winning franchise, but that's not necessarily true. Actually, before Greg Popovich, the San Antonio Spurs have always been a winning franchise. It's literally only a few seasons in which they were under 500. And this stems back, and I won't go all the way back to the Dallas Sharpers, but we talk about when they became San Antonio Spurs. This stems back to 1973. They've been a winning franchise. If you look at these win-loss percentages, it's ridiculous. It looks very similar to when we had Duncan. It's just that we couldn't really break that mold. So the San Antonio Spurs have always been a winning franchise, and we've been very, very blessed to have a team like this. But at the same time, I understand where people are coming from when they say, man, you need to just wait it out, wait for these players to get better. But the fact of the matter is, and especially today's NBA, players are only getting better and better. There's even more and more talent coming out of these drafts that you have to just look at in reality, man. And once you hit that age 20, 21, 22, you're pretty set in stone on what type of player you got. You can obviously get better, like a Harrison Barnes, like a Jimmy Butler, right? You can just get better and better, sure. But for the most part, if we're just talking about, the odds of the whole thing, let's just be honest, you kind of know early on. And another thing as well is you just want you a superstar. Not to say that we would get a Tim Duncan out of this draft, but if we're being completely real, Tim Duncan literally took the team to a Western Conference semi, and then his rookie year, mind you, and then the year after that won a championship. And the rest is history. So I just think that people need to keep things in perspective, that if you do get that superstar talent, it's very likely that you can be winning again. You don't have to sit here and wait for all of these players to get better, because the fact of the matter is, some of the guys that we have right now, we would have loved under Tim Duncan, Manu, and Tony, right? We would have loved them. But at the end of the day, they might have not even been a fourth or fifth option on some of those teams. And you got to keep that in perspective with this whole thing. So while I do want to wait, while I do think that waiting is good, trying to see the development and everything, that only works when you have a superstar. And at the end of the day, it only worked with the Spurs for so long, and we've only been able to experiment and see, different players in the draft that has potential, and we've been able to make certain risks in the draft because we've had this superstar talent for so long. And it's not normal. Most franchises can't say that, but I will say I think that people need to just chill just a little bit on the waiting. You can't wait too long, and you shouldn't wait too long, because the fact of the matter is, when you have a superstar, you know it early. So I just wanted to talk about that really quickly. Just something that was on my mind. If you guys want to support the channel, as always, just become a YouTube member. You can just join. Little join button right here. Just just join that. Or you can go over to Patreon and become a patron. It's only $2 per month. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all the support. I'll give it to you later. Until next time. Deuces.